Here's a full-length YouTube article around on the legendary Rolls-Royce Phantom first generation 1925 tailored for car enthusiasts, luxury historians, and classic automobile fans. Title: The Birth of a Legend, Rolls-Royce Phantom I 1925, the car that replaced perfection. Introduction. In 1925, the automotive world witnessed the dawn of a new era, one that would redefine luxury, precision engineering, and global prestige. This was the year Rolls-Royce unveiled the Phantom I, a successor to the legendary Silver Ghost. But calling the Phantom I a mere replacement would be an understatement. It was, in fact, an evolution of perfection, crafted with the sole intention of maintaining Rolls-Royce's reputation as the best car in the world. The Phantom I was not just a car, it was a statement of engineering philosophy, where silence, reliability, elegance, and stature were fused into a single, timeless machine. It's no surprise that it quickly became the car of choice for aristocrats, industrial titans, and royalty across the globe. Join us as we take a deep dive into the origins, design, engineering, legacy, and cultural significance of the Rolls-Royce Phantom I, a car that didn't just move but mesmerized. The legacy of the Silver Ghost. To understand the Phantom I, we must begin with the Silver Ghost, produced from 1907 to 1926. The Silver Ghost set a benchmark for reliability and craftsmanship that was unheard of at the time. It was the vehicle that helped establish Rolls-Royce's reputation globally. By the early 1920s, though, automotive technology had advanced significantly. Competitors were emerging, and customer expectations were evolving. Rolls-Royce needed a successor that could embody the spirit of the Silver Ghost while embracing modern innovation. Enter the Phantom. The birth of the Phantom I 1925. Officially introduced in May 1925, the Rolls-Royce New Phantom, as it was originally called, was the company's first major model change in nearly 2 decades. It was later renamed the Phantom I, after the release of the Phantom II. What made the Phantom I revolutionary wasn't just its presence, but the silent precision of its powertrain, the bespoke nature of its bodywork, and the effortless luxury it delivered. Rolls-Royce had one goal: continue to be the best, without compromise. Engine and performance, quiet power. The Phantom I came equipped with a 7.7-liter inline-6 engine, 7,668 cc, making it one of the most refined power plants of its time. While Rolls-Royce never advertised horsepower figures, famously stating, "adequate," the engine delivered an estimated 80 to 95 horsepower. But raw power wasn't the priority. Instead, smoothness, silence, and torque were engineered to near perfection. The crankshaft ran on 7 main bearings, and the pushrod-operated overhead valves made the engine incredibly quiet, earning the Phantom I the title of the Whispering Giant. It was mated to a 4-speed manual gearbox, which was updated in 1928 for better drivability. While the top speed was around 80 miles per hour, 130 kilometers per hour, the real magic was in the smooth, vibration-free delivery that no other luxury car could match. Chassis and ride quality. The Phantom I was built on a massive chassis, measuring over 150 inches in wheelbase depending on market and body style. It featured solid front axle with semi-elliptic springs, live rear axle, 4-wheel servo-assisted drum brakes, a significant innovation. Though it was a heavy vehicle, the suspension was tuned for a magic carpet ride, with buttery smooth motion even on rough roads. Interestingly, Rolls-Royce built 2 versions. British Phantom I, built in Derby, UK. American Phantom I, built in Springfield, Massachusetts, with some differences in suspension and electrical components to suit American conditions. Coachbuilt bodywork, individual works of art. Rolls-Royce sold the Phantom I as a chassis only, which was then delivered to a coach builder of the customer's choice. This allowed each car to be a unique masterpiece. Popular coach builders included Hooper, H. J. Mulliner, Park Ward, Brewster for the American market. Body styles ranged from limousines and tourers to convertibles and coupes de ville. Interiors were typically outfitted with hand-polished wood veneers, fine leathers, wool carpets, silver fittings and crystal vases. Some even had folding tables, vanity mirrors, intercom systems, and custom-built cigar cabinets. Technological features. Despite its classic appearance, the Phantom I featured several technological innovations. Electric lighting, a luxury at the time. 4-wheel brakes with servo assistance. Thermostatically controlled radiator shutters, early temperature regulation. One-shot lubrication system to ease maintenance. These touches made it not only luxurious but also practical for the elite clientele who demanded nothing less than perfection. Global appeal. While the Phantom I was a British creation, it was tailored for a global elite. In India, Maharajas commissioned some of the most extravagant versions, complete with hunting rifles and tiger heads on the bonnet. In the US, Brewster-bodied Phantoms featured distinctive design elements like arched fenders and dual-cowl phaetons. In Europe, aristocrats used them as state limousines, often flanked by chauffeurs in military regalia. The car was not just owned, it was displayed, celebrated, and often the centerpiece of an individual's public image. Cultural significance. The Phantom I became a symbol of the interwar era, a time when class distinctions were defined by craftsmanship and legacy. It made appearances in early films, graced palaces and embassies, and even served as parade cars for national leaders. In many ways, it reflected the zenith of the Art Deco movement, combining geometric beauty with human-crafted detail. It wasn't about mass production, it was about timeless individuality. End of an era, Phantom II and beyond. By 1929, the Phantom I began to show its age. Rolls-Royce had already begun development of the Phantom II, which launched that same year with improved suspension, integrated chassis body design, and smoother driving dynamics. Production of the Phantom I ceased in 1931, with over 2,200 units built in the UK and around 1,200 in the US. Despite its limited production run, the Phantom I laid the groundwork for all future Phantoms. Collectibility and legacy. Today, the Phantom I is considered a holy grail among collectors. Its value lies not only in its rarity but in its hand-built exclusivity. No two are exactly alike, and many are preserved in museums, private collections, and concours d'elegance shows. Fully restored models can fetch over $500,000, and even unrestored chassis are sought after by restorers worldwide. It remains a favorite at events like Pebble Beach Concours, where its size, presence, and elegance never fail to awe onlookers. Conclusion. The 1925 Rolls-Royce Phantom I is more than a car, it's the origin story of a lineage that has come to define automotive luxury. Built at a time when craftsmanship was king and compromise was unacceptable, it holds a special place in the hearts of those who understand the soul of motoring. Nearly a century later, the Phantom I still speaks, softly, elegantly, and without a single rattle. It is the car that replaced perfection with something even more refined. It is the genesis of the Phantom legend, and it stands as a testament to what happens when engineering meets artistry without limits. Would you like a matching thumbnail concept or a version in voiceover format for video narration?